welcome to another episode of Pink and Purpose, where pink meets purpose. And we are out here writing our pink print, and we are healing, learning, and becoming all in one space. Do me a favor, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop an episode. We are airing on Wednesdays, 6 p.m., every Wednesday, 6 p.m. So hit that like, comment, and subscribe. Show your girl some love and leave me some comments. Let me know what you like, don't like. Give me some feedback. This week, we're talking about rebuilding in silence. So I have a habit, y'all, of rebuilding in silence. I have been doing this since high school. Like my friends hate it. I go ghost, I go missing, right? When I go through something, I am the quiet person. You won't hear from me. You won't see me. You might barely see me post because in my mind, I'm rebuilding, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm coming back stronger. I'm going to come back stronger. Never really said I was doing it right, but in my mind, it sounded right. It seemed like the right thing to do. Like, I didn't like to burden people. I wasn't the one to say, okay, let me tell you all my problems. I couldn't do that because I felt like I had to be strong. Like that's all I knew was to keep it to myself, be quiet, fix everything, and then come back. I'm navigating a season where life doesn't look the way I imagined it, but I'm learning that separation can also be preparation. Sometimes the hardest part isn't losing people, it's learning who you are when everything gets quiet. Crickets. When it's quiet, I begin to think. A lot of times I overthink, but I'm thinking, right? I'm like, okay, what should I be doing? Okay, is there something I could be doing? Okay, I set like a million goals in my mind. I'd be like, okay, so I'm gonna do a new routine. I'm gonna, you know what? I need to do this. Okay, is this clean? Is it? I overthink so much so that sometimes nothing gets done. I procrastinate. That is the big part. I am a procrastinator. I'm working on it. I'm learning. I'm trying to do things the right way. Sometimes I complete things, the wrong things, too fast. And then the things I'm supposed to complete, I take forever. I'm so backwards. Help me. Help me. Yes, I am still becoming in that area, y'all. I'm not perfect. I'm always going to sit here and tell y'all I am not perfect. I'm sharing my healing journey, my journey where I'm still becoming, where I'm still learning. I have not arrived, okay? But I'm hoping that my journey and the things that I'm learning, the things that I'm going through, the things that I'm sharing with you are also going to help you. Y'all, it has never dawned on me how hard it is to have to be the one to do everything all the time. Like, you have to be responsible for everything. There is no, okay, I'm going to just put that on somebody else's shoulders. Nope. It is all on my shoulders right now. Y'all, I told y'all I am a mom now, right? I got two babies, 14 and 10. Love them to life. But when I tell you, I had to speed up the process of figuring out life and how to get things right because there's no stopping. Once I got the babies, it was like, oh no, I can't forget this. I got to do this. I got to get this done. I got to do this. I got to do that. Any type of sigh, my 10-year-old be like, well, you wanted kids. This is what it is. This you got them now. This is what that's like. I'd be like, look, girl, how you if you don't, but she's right. Like you can't ask God for something. You can't pray for something and then in the same breath be like, oh my God. So when she says that, y'all kids be right. You be wanting to like snatch them up sometime because I'm like, did you just say that to me? But they're right because they got to eat. They got to get stuff from the store. They got to get to school. They all run out of stuff at different times. I swear I go to Walmart like 3 times a week because if one ran out of body wash and hair products today, the other one gonna run out of body wash and soap 2 days from now. Then this one gonna need deodorant and this one gonna need paper towels because they don't have enough. Or this one gonna need wipes. They're gonna need all type of stuff all at different times. They all eat different. They all do different things, right? It's fun. I love it. But I will admit sometimes it gets a little tough, especially when you're in a season where you are still trying to restore. You're still trying to become and figure out how to readjust to life, how to see things differently, how to redo things the way that you should do them. You should never continue doing things the same way if it didn't work. For me, I retrace steps. I retrace things that I've done to get me to places that I am so that I can see if my mindset changed. I test myself. I'll be like, okay, well, this is what I did before. This is the habits that I had before. And it got me nowhere. Do I have new habits or do I want to do the same thing? A lot of times I want to do something different because I don't like the outcome of all the things that I did before. People saw me showing up and being able to do things, but never really took an account of how I was able to do those things or if I was struggling doing those things. It wasn't all peaches and cream. Oh no. Yeah, I was still smiling, but I was grieving. I was grieving a lot of things. I was still working, but I was breaking. You know, I lost one of my very best friends to metastatic breast cancer in June of last year. I met her when I was 12 years old. We had never fallen out from 12 all the way up to probably 36, 37. We had remained consistent. We grew, as friends, you grow apart, you grow up, you grow different, but we had never fallen out. But for a split second, we actually weren't seeing eye to eye, and we took a time out because when you get to the place with your friends, when you start to say things that's detrimental to the relationship, because remember, last episode I told you, when you say it, it's out there, you can't take it back. When you start to get to that place, you got to take a time out before you damage the relationship beyond repairs. And if you are a person that's broken, hurting, or going through hurting people, hurt people. Yes, you can hurt someone else because you're hurting. You don't mean to, but sometimes it happens. And because she was in a place where she had just got diagnosed with cancer for the first time, this was in 2018, she was going through a lot and she needed me to show up. And rightfully so, you're battling cancer. You need people. You don't know what life looks like for you at that time. So you need everybody to show up for you. And for us, everybody on the other side helping should put everything aside and say, you know what? At this very moment, I'm going to show up for you. I couldn't do that. I was so broken inside. I was shattered inside that I couldn't show up for myself, let alone show up for anyone else. But I didn't know it. I didn't know it. So I still tried. I still tried in the beginning, but everything was offensive. Everything I took offense to. It was all about me when it should have been about her. And there are things that I wish I would have done differently. I wish I would have known then. Oh, we would have never took a break. I would have been right by her side because I would have realized that time and the space that I'm in now, the space that we ended up in. Oh yeah, we made back up. Fast forward, we made back up. We healed. We said we were sorry. We got past it. And I was able to be with her until the day she took her last breath. So I stood by her side like to the end. She wrote this poem for me.
The sun still rises and sets no matter what life steps you take. See, people change and you get neglect, love lost and no respect, but you remain the same, no change. Consistency and loving me you bring, there to take the fall and let me stand up tall. Beautiful, smart, intellectual, these words you are all. My sister to the end, my friend, my begin. 0429.
I wanted to make sure that I fulfilled that for her. So I was there with her to the very end. I took vacation from work and I sat by her bedside as she was transitioning. And we talked about all the things that we could possibly talk about. We made up. And that is what was so important to me. Because had something happened to her and I had not done all I could to mend that relationship, I would have been devastated. Devastated. But in 2018, I wasn't in that place. I couldn't figure out what was going on with me, let alone try to figure out how to fix a relationship. It was a lot. And sometimes you have to come to the realization that you have to take a time out and rebuild in silence so that you don't damage things and to the point where you regret. To bring it all back full circle, she was diagnosed in 2018. She went in remission a year later. She was fine, still had effects and everything like that, but able to carry on regular life. And got re-diagnosed in 2025 with metastatic stage 4 breast cancer. I mean, it happened so quick. I feel like Mother's Day, she was getting out the hospital. I was over there. The girls did a scavenger hunt for her so she could find her Mother's Day gift. I recorded it. And, she was laughing, making us laugh. She was so funny. That's like what she did. She joked. It went from that to June 21st. We were saying goodbye. Like, not even a month later, it felt like. Had I stayed in that place, had I not begun my healing journey then, I could have missed a moment, missed my purpose in her life. I was there to hold her hand while she transitioned. And now I have her girls, giving them the life that she wanted them to have, understanding that where I'm supposed to be and when I'm supposed to be there. I want to always get what's for me. I want to always be in a place that I'm supposed to be. And in order to do that, I have to stand on solid grounds and I have to heal. Rebuilding in silence is good, yes. And that's what I was doing. But sometimes you got to speed that process up and step out there on faith and start practicing some of this rebuilding that you're doing. Practice some of your healing. Don't just heal and learn and then keep it to yourself. The real test comes when you actually get around people and you actually do the things that you're supposed to do. You are going to keep repeating the test until you pass them. So, in order to get out there and get in front of the things you're struggling with, I'm glad I came out of that because I wouldn't have been there to hold my best friend's hand. It was hard. I mean, we wrote memories. We wrote down things that I'm supposed to tell the girls when they get to certain stages in their life. I mean, that was rough, but I wouldn't trade those moments for the world because I got a chance to rebuild a friendship that had been so amazing for so long. We were babies, we were kids. I cannot begin to tell you how it feels losing your best friend or watching someone suffer, or how grief changes your perspective, how life suddenly feels like fragile, right? Right after losing my best friend to cancer, I lost another one of my childhood friends. And then right after that, one of my other very, very good friends had a stroke. When I tell you the season of separation is real for me right now, all of the people around me slowly not being there, you really start to see what it feels like to have to take some of those distractions out and try to start healing. You have no other choice because you feel like everything has been stripped. That was a lot. I was grieving. I was grieving in a way that I didn't realize I was grieving. I started not wanting to even be close to people anymore because I felt like, oh God, I don't want it to hurt if I lose them. I don't want it to hurt if I have to separate. I was afraid of separation. It was something I struggled with so bad. And I truly believe that is what God needed to work with me on. So he had to show me separation so many ways. Grief doesn't just break your heart, it changes your identity completely. You feel different, it looks different. Life is different. When you can't just get up and do the things that you've always done. You can't talk to the people you've always talked to. You have to find another way to do that. You have to do your best to still try to hold on from within because if you don't, it will destroy you. I was up all types of nights, couldn't sleep. I was so sad. Didn't know why I was so sad all the time. But at the same time, God will give you things and put things in your path to keep you going. Because though I was facing all that grief, though I was facing all that loneliness, all that alone time, He gave me my peace. He gave me my peace back. He helped me find it. And now I'm able to deal with these things a lot better. That right there is a blessing. That right there is worth everything. And once you figure that out, you'll feel so much better. Separation comes in different forms. It can come from your relationships. It can come from your friendships. It can come from jobs. Separation is a big, big subject. And it's important that when you separate, if you separate from whatever you're separating from, make sure it's for a good reason. Separate to get the things you need to get, rebuild, work on yourself, but make sure if it means the most to you, if it means something to you, You don't leave that relationship in bad standing. You don't leave that job in bad standings. You don't leave that marriage in bad standing. You want to make sure that you double back, because when you try to live an upstanding and a life that's pleasing, and you want blessings and you want all these great things, it doesn't come to you leaving stuff in shambles. I got like the best message from church this week. I'm dealing with learning how not to be offended. Do y'all know how hard it is? I'm offended. If you breathe wrong, I'm offended. I used to be. I used to get offended by so much. And I wonder why I kept dealing with being offended. I would be offended at my job. I would be offended at home. I would be offended everywhere I went until I learned how to beat that. But the more I pass the test, more come, because I want to be ready in that area. I got to be the best in that area. And I know God is helping me with that. So I keep getting challenged with things that may be offensive, but I'm learning how to let it go. That wasn't me. What? You offend me and I'm quiet. I'm a bull. I'm bullheaded. I'm hard headed. You offend me, cutthroat. You get to a place where if you were in, you're out. And there's no getting back in. Don't even try it. Don't do things that offend me, because you will never get another chance. I shut you out. I put a wall up, but that's not the answer. You don't separate yourself from people forever. You learn how to deal with people and meet them where they are. Someone offends you, you find a way to get past it and you move forward, because the bigger picture is getting to the place in life that you're supposed to get to, and not always stopping. You hold yourself up when you stay mad, you stay angry, you use so much energy, you keep so many things in your head, you lose focus on the bigger picture. You focus on the wrong thing. If you take some of that energy and you focus it on the right things, we'll be so much further in life. And I'm talking to you and me. We'll be so much further in life. Try to remember that and appreciate the things that you have, because you really notice what it looks like when it's gone. When it's gone and you don't have it, you definitely start thinking about all the things that you could have done while you had it. So don't get to that place. Appreciate it now. It slips me who says this, but they say, give me my flowers while I'm living. Don't wait till I'm gone to cry over me and give me my flowers. Give them to me while I'm here. A lot of times people wait till it's too late to figure out that, dang, I should have did this. I should have appreciated this person. I should have appreciated this thing. Why wait? Appreciate it now. And that's something that I'm learning. I try to find the positive in every scenario, even when it's negative. Y'all, I still get mad on the road. I still get road rage. I still be ready to fight. Yes, mad. People beep at me. I get upset. I think that is so rude. Don't beep at me. Do not beep at me while I'm driving. That is rude. But I don't beep back anymore. I used to. I used to be ready for a fight. Oh, you beeping at me? I'm about to beep back. Oh, we could get in a beeping match. They beat for a long time. I beep longer. And then for about 5 minutes, we beeping at each other. What good does that do? That did nothing. That wasted energy. That wasted time. And sometimes I would miss my turn trying to beat somebody down the highway. Crazy. Or miss my exit. That just don't make no sense. The other day, because, and I know God sent me this test, I was on the highway and I wasn't going fast enough, or either I was trying to get over. That's what it was. I was trying to get in my left lane so I could get past this truck and get back over to get on 285. I must have pissed this man off, because he had all kind of vulgar signs and vulgar language, and he was holding them up at me as he was riding by, and he put his middle finger up. And you know what I did? The old me would have been like, oh, what? Oh, really? This what we doing? This me was like, dang, I must have cut him off. Let me slow down and let him go. And then when he kept riding beside me and he wouldn't go, I sped up, I got over, and I got off. I said, no, I'm not even gonna provoke this man, because I don't know what he going through, what kind of day he having. Maybe I offended him. I didn't mean to, but it just doesn't make sense. I just wasn't going to waste any time sitting here responding to that when there were so many other things that I was thinking about. And that's how I know that I'm learning. That's how I know that I'm growing. Because the old me, oh, we would have been up and down 20 going at it. I'd have been cutting him off. He'd have been cutting me off. And who knows where that would have got me. This time, I just removed myself from the situation. That man ain't never gonna see me again. I'm never gonna see him again. I don't know him. So why does it matter what he thinks? Why am I gonna spend time responding to that? It wasn't worth it. I could spend more time thinking about my next moves, thinking about some other things that I'm trying to get done, thinking about the direction I'm going. And that's what I chose to do. So as I choose to not be offended by things, I learned that I'm a lot happier. I'm always in a better mood. I love that journey for me. It's amazing. I can't say it enough. Like going on your healing journey is bigger than you, especially when you have people to lead by examples for. I got these babies looking at me. I can't tell them how and what to do with things if I'm not practicing myself. I have to know what to tell them. That emotional distance that I created from people. Oh, you hurt me, so I'm gonna show you. I'm going to disconnect. I mean, it's so easy for me. Somebody hurts me, I shut down, and I immediately now you can't hurt me no more. I don't even look at you the same. But that's not what I'm supposed to do either. I'm supposed to operate in love. I'm supposed to forgive. God forgives me. What if God got offended every time? Do you know how many of us would be without or under the pale somewhere if all the times that we offended God, He just shut down and created an emotional distance? Where would we be? I know where I would be. It would be nothing for me to be looking for at this moment because I would have offended Him so bad with my actions throughout the years that it would be nothing for me to ask Him for. Be like, God, you know what? Never mind. I know I want something, but don't even worry about it. I would have offended Him so many times. But His grace and His love and His mercy is what keeps me. It keeps me going and it gives me another chance to do the right things. So we're going to operate and be more like Christ and be more like God, gods and goddess. We got to start to be more forgiving, more understanding. Extend grace. When you extend grace, grace is extended to you. When you give, it comes back to you 10 times fold. You can call it karma, you can call it whatever you want. But at the end of the day, what you put out there is what you get back. And I'm learning that. So I'm in like a race to put the best stuff out there in the world because I'm finally deserving and feeling like I'm deserving the best back. I ain't feel like that for a while. I felt like I deserved whatever was given to me for all the things that I done. That guilt will eat you alive if you're not careful. But I know I deserve the best. I deserve the best because I'm out here putting my best foot forward and I'm giving the best that I can. May not be perfect, it may not be what people may want or need, but it's my best. And I know that that's what's honored in it all. As long as you out here giving your best, you should feel accomplished, amazing, and proud. Well, that's all I got for today. So I invite you and encourage you to comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, y'all, because I'm going to keep sharing and I'm going to keep going and I'm going to keep giving. I am out here writing my pink print. I'm doing it my way. I'm definitely doing it God's way. But y'all know I got to add that pink sass. So get out here and write your pink print. Do it your way. Do it God's way. But always add that pink sass. Until next week, y'all.